Hey, what's good, champions? Arian, Tyson here. Wanted to shoot this video because I really have been thinking about something going back to last night with the conversation that I was having with someone, and then even as I've been going through the day today. And I wanted to share this with you because I believe that it is of value to you. I'm thinking about this because my mother's birthday is today. And I think about how interesting my mother's life story has been. Because one thing that I can say and appreciate about my mother is that she is a fighter, to say the least. She does not go down without a fight. And when I think about how my mother was diagnosed with MS and that forced her into early retirement in the late 90s when I was in high school. When I think about how my mother a couple years ago literally ended up in the hospital because she caught on fire and how she's recovered from that. And then even as I think about how last summer, she was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, and how on September the 3rd of last year, my mother flatlined for over 6 minutes, but she recovered. And I look at all these different things and I look at all these different chapters and it just reminds me that for all of us, life is a book. Life is a book. Some chapters are sad, some chapters are happy, some are tragic, some are exciting. But if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter will hold for you. And it matters who you allow access into your heart and into your life. You can't have everybody on the same level. You can't give everyone the same level of access to you. And if they're not adding value to your life, if they're not adding to your life, then chances are they're subtracting from it, they're blocking, they're distracting, and worst of all, they're contaminating your life. And what you entertain, what you choose to entertain is ultimately what you end up with. So you have to make sure that when it comes to the relationships, when it comes to the choices, when it comes to the decisions that you know you need to make sure it's moving you forward and not keeping you stagnant, not keeping you stuck, not causing you to regress. Because here's the thing. I tell you what I told you about my mother for a reason, because each day could be your last. That's why you have to make every second count. You have to live your life in a way that leaves you with no more regrets. And I say no more regrets because there are things, just keeping it 120 with you, there are things that I actually regret in my life. I can't turn back the hands of time, but there are things that I actually regret in my life. But I made a decision a long time ago that I'm not going to have any more regrets. So you have to make your life count for something. And you have an opportunity to do that every time you get up in the morning. Because unfortunately, there was someone that did not get up this morning. So you have to make it count for something. That's a word to the wise. Make it count. Don't waste your time on foolishness. Don't waste your time steady dealing with gossip, steady dealing with folks who want to remain stagnant, who want to remain complacent. Limit your time. We all have the same 24 hours, and our success or lack of success depends on how we use the 24. So make sure that what you're doing is going to lead to something, because there's levels. There's levels when it comes to friendship. There are levels when it comes to the connections that you have. Because many times folks like to come out the woodwork after the fact. And when something goes wrong in your life, they want to sit up and say, well, I knew that was going to happen. Or I saw that coming. And that's just not real, because what type of friend are you? Or what type of loved one are you? If you see someone you say you love going through a situation and you don't speak up, that person loses respect for you. So don't come after the fact or come late to the party after something and blew up in the person's face and say that I saw this coming, because chances are, if you do that, they're not going to look at you the same, because it's going to be hard for them to respect you. But the thing is, there are levels when it comes to friendship, because the real ones, and they're few and far in between, but the real ones will speak up to prevent you from going down a dangerous road or having to deal with unnecessary pain. So cherish those, but just realize that all friendships and all relationships are not created equal. Folks earn their place in your life. And unfortunately, they earn their place out of your life. So if you got value from this, feel free to like, comment, and share this video. I trust that it was of value to you. If you haven't already done so, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the notification bell so you'll know when I uploaded a new video. And as always in life, you have two choices. You can make moves or you can make excuses, but you most certainly cannot do both. It's yours truly, Arian Tyson, the Moving Motivator, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.